I will say this.
Say.
I live in Pottsville right now.
I live there.
I mean, sometimes the jokes just tell themselves, man. Sometimes the jokes just tell themselves. Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm checking in, man, back with a vlog, man. Make sure to like button and subscribe button anyway, and I appreciate all the support, man. We are back with another video. I didn't think I'd be back, man, but I might as well stir the pot a little bit. You know, I like a little promo. I might as well stir the pot a little bit. I was gonna wait until Eazy responded. I figured, you know, today, tomorrow, Eazy got to do a vlog, right? You got to do a live. You got to address a couple things. You got to do some promo. You just can't leave it to everybody else, man. So I was like, I'll just chill for now until Eazy finally speaks. And then SCO does an interview. Now I'm trying to figure out why the hell SCO is doing interviews. I really don't get it, SCO. You know, I got to keep it real with you. I really don't get it.
Real shit coming from, King. Can you clarify that right now? Been the Eazy crib, his neighborhood. You know Eazy for years, King. Where is this Pottsville shit coming from, King? Can you clarify that right now, SCO?
Man, I'm not. According to E, he don't really want me talking about that shit, so I'm gonna let him.
You about this close from getting an entire meat ride blog, bro. The amount of meat riding you are doing for this nigga Eazy is way over the top, bro. I mean, god damn, I ain't never even seen you defend yourself as much as you defending Eazy. So you are defending Eazy. And then, ironically, you live in Pottsville too.
I will say this. I live in Pottsville right now.
This nigga SCO says he lives in Pottsville. He's like, yo, there's some official niggas out here in Pottsville. SCO, man, it ain't no niggas in Pottsville, bro. Pottsville is like 2% black. It ain't no niggas out here, man.
And they say we got the Pottsville prison hat on.
Bro, who the fuck said that? It's no fucking... Yeah, y'all niggas is stupid, bro.
Real shit coming from, King. Can you clarify that right now? Been the Eazy crib, his neighborhood. You know Eazy for years, King. Where is this Pottsville shit coming from, King? Can you clarify that right now, SCO?
Man, I'm not. According to E, he don't really want me talking about that shit, so I'm gonna let him.
This just adds another layer to the story. You know what I'm saying? I did a blog yesterday and I asked people, what constitutes where you from? Is it where you were born, or it was where you was raised? Meaning your middle school, your high school, that kind of stuff. It's pretty much, you know, is that where you was raised? And most people, the general consensus is that your formative years, your middle school, high school, when you are becoming impressionable. You know what I'm saying? When you going outside and you're playing, you know, you playing by yourself and all this kind of stuff, and you hanging with different niggas in the neighborhood, your impressionable years is really where you're from. That's where you grew up at. That's where you from, and that's what shaped and molded you. You know what I'm saying? Like I say before, I don't know where Eazy is from. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he was born. I don't know where he's from. I don't know. You hear a bunch of stuff. You hear Philly, you hear Pottsville, you hear Germantown, you hear this, you hear that. You hear Germantown, just a little bit outside of Philly, a little suburb of Philadelphia, but it's still considered Philly. You hear a lot of different stuff, but a couple things are true. You know what I'm saying? We do know Eazy went to high school in Pottsville. We don't know how long. I'm not saying he went there for a long time, but he at least went there. And obviously we know he went to jail and different other stuff. So
you verifying right now, Schizo, SCO. Now I'm saying Yazimi. Now I'm saying Gun Hill projects and all that. Now I'm saying you verifying right now. Eazy the Black Captain is not from Pottsville.
What? I didn't say that, bro.
Well, you just verifying not. Why you can't say nah? He not.
I didn't say any of that. I didn't say anything of those sorts, bro. I will say this.
I
live in Pottsville right now.
Oh!
I live there. I live there.
No! Game over!
I live there right now. No, I do. This is no cap. That's thorough out here, bro. So I mean, niggas be talk like how they want, bro. I know some official niggas out here, bro. So
yeah, all right, so hold on. So you in Pottsville right now?
Right now.
Oh,
How is that nah?
Yo, hold on. You said you in Pottsville right now? What the fuck? I
That's where
think
I
that
live
shit
at.
wasn't even real.
Like I said, I it's already been noted that I live out here. My kids moved out here. I moved out here 2000 end of 2017, going into summertime. And so yeah, so I've been out here about 9 years.
Oh, so Eazy. So you saying you cannot confirm Eazy is not from Pottsville, but you're in Pottsville. SCO, Schizo. You're in Pottsville right
everyone
now.
knows but everyone knows I live out here.
He's in the Black Captain, right hand man is from Pottsville. But
Set up, no, stop that.
Nah, what you mean?
I'm not from there, nigga. Don't do that. When I met him, Eazy the Black Captain from Philadelphia. So if he wasn't that, then niggas should have been said something about it back then.
But they didn't have the parts though. Okay? He had the parts.
They ain't had the parts, or do they wait for a nigga to be, somewhere and try to tear him down? Which one
so that's okay. Damn, they say we got the Pottsville prison hat on.
Bro, who the fuck said that? So no fucking y'all niggas is stupid, bro.
I got my dog, each and every town. C notes, D notes, music from the pound. Sound like
you in the dog pound, fetch a bunch of broads now. Dig a ditch, you in it, then I slam my paws down. Okay, they know I'm high, okay, they know I'm fly. You say you can't be touched, you must not know us guys. Doing it a long time, trying to get paid. Right now I'm feeling like LeBron and getting better with age. Feeling like the one, may I say rest in peace. Right now I got a little attitude, so fuck them police.
I can lock and I am hot, I need a raise. Easy baby, don't mix fire with propane. I am hip hop since 09, been hot since way back. My old head or old John, I nickname her A-Track. I tell my squad to hold on, our careers is fake. At the top I'm putting niggas in they place black. Hit a clap, pop, make his body pop lock. Stop, my dogs be from the pound and we screaming rock. I got my dog, and they making noise. Straight from the pound, they running from my boys.
It's just funny, man. I saw this interview and I was just like, sometimes interviews just don't need to even go out and don't need to happen. And sometimes people just don't need to speak. I think people are overly talking. And sometimes you could be trying to defend Eazy and you end up putting your foot in your mouth, not even knowing. And that's happened a lot of times. You got Muwap saying he don't want to say anything bad about Eazy, but then he's saying that he had to pay for all his battles. Now, I'm not going to lie, that's just as bad as the Pottsville shit if that's true, because I don't feel like battle rappers should be paying for their own battles. And if that's the case, then you can't run around acting like you doing stuff for people in a league if niggas are paying for their own looks. Now, that happens a lot with Dre Dennis, but Dre Dennis don't be doing interviews acting like he made niggas, though. And he don't do interviews acting like niggas wouldn't be shit without him, and he doing all this for the trenches. If niggas are not getting compensated for their battles, and it's hard for me to even believe that that's not true. What kind of nigga would run a league and not be paying nobody? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, to me, I think Muwap might get proven wrong, bro. I mean, I don't know. He know his own career better than mine, and I don't know how many battles he's had over there. And obviously, you ain't gonna get paid for every battle. You had your tryouts and shit like that, but at some point in time, you probably should have been paid for a battle. And I don't know. I think Eazy can easily prove that just based on the contracts. You know what I'm saying? Based on something. So I don't know. That's bad, because that's a lot of what we get on URL about back in the day when they was doing the proving grounds. They wasn't paying niggas and stuff. And one thing that you see a lot of people do is they love to criticize URL contracts, and then they get their own league, like John was doing with Bullpen and other stuff, and then they do the same thing. They get mad when people battle outside of places. I remember one time they were trying to set up King and Eunice, and I know Eazy was like not with it or something, or Eazy was trying to stop the battle, I heard, or some shit like that. And then they kind of want people to strategically battle on their lead. They use a lot of the same URL tactics. I'm interested to see what Eazy says, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, whether he's from Philly or Pottstown, it may not even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? A lie don't care who tell it. A narrative don't care who tell it. And all you gotta do is just start stripping away with Eazy, because somebody was telling me that they thought Eazy was from Philly, and it was posted online that he was born there or lived some of his younger years there or some shit like that. And this nigga, you know what a lot of the comments said? Eazy lies so much, I can't believe nothing he say. This is what I talk about when I say people like Cassidy and them, what they do is they they go against your integrity as a person. They strip that away from you. They break that down to the point where even when you are telling the truth, it don't even seem like you're telling the truth, because your reputation is that you'll do anything to kind of save your ass. You'll do anything to lie. You'll do anything to flip a narrative, all this kind of stuff. And even when you are telling the truth, you damn near gotta overprove yourself, because people don't even want to believe it at face value. This Pottsville ain't gonna be the only thing talked about in a battle. Trust and believe. There are other stuff that's gonna be talked about in the battle. And one thing that's really interesting about this battle is we kind of do know the method of attack that Eazy will do. Eazy gonna be Eazy. He's gonna still talk that drug shit, and he's gonna still talk that that direct shit, you know what I'm saying, where he directly attacks you. That's his angle. That's what he does. I don't really feel like he can really go a different direction. If he starts trying a whole bunch of different stuff, I don't think it's gonna work. And when you try to strip away at people, you're trying to say now everything he talks about with drugs, you're trying to put it in a box of, come on, man, you just selling drugs in Pottsville. Like, you really want credit for that? That's what Cassidy is trying to push. And he's doing a good job of it. Even if Eazy could have sold drugs everywhere in Philadelphia. I mean, everywhere in Pennsylvania. Philly, Germantown, Pottsville. But the narrative is, nah, you just sold drugs in Pottsville. That's what you did. You want some credit for that because you sold drugs to a bunch of fucking corny ass white boys. That's the narrative he's trying to push. And that's why I say, even if you can change 25% of people's perception, it's the mental part that you won. And I feel like that's a big deal of the battle. So we kind of do know the approach Eazy will. Eazy gonna, it don't matter what niggas say about Eazy and drugs. He gonna come in there, he gonna talk that drug shit. He gonna talk that street shit. He gonna have the same kind of battle. It'll be a lot more personal attacks, like you a hater, you this, you always was dick riding me, you always was jealous of me. It's gonna be that kind of stuff. You scammed the culture, you didn't do, it's gonna be that kind of stuff. But how is Cassidy's approach gonna be? That's really the unknown, and the unknown can sometimes be tricky. It can sometimes be scary. We don't really know. I do know that Cassie is going to talk about other stuff. I know that for a fact, but we don't really know outside of just where you from. We don't really know what else Cassie, we don't know if he's improved. We don't know if he got worse. We don't know if he can handle the Philly crowd. We don't know if he's going to get love or booed or hated. We don't know if Eazy, we don't know what Cassie's approach will be and how effective it will be in the battle. And it'll be real interesting to see that whole situation. I'm gonna be looking for the announcements of coming to the stage. We got Eazy the Block Captain. I want to see what the cheers look like. Coming to the stage, we got Cassie. I want to see what the cheers look like. I want to see who getting love off rip. But just an interesting battle, man. This is one of the most exciting battles that I felt for a while. I'm real excited for this battle. Because I'm going to keep it real with you. When this battle was first announced, because my birthday is next Saturday. So when this battle was announced, I'm like, I ain't sitting at home watching no fucking Cassidy and Eazy. My motherfucking birthday, I'm finna go out, you know what I'm saying, and hang out and party. But I might still do that. Don't get fucked up. But I will be tapping into this battle that night. At some point in time, when I get to the crib, I will be tapping into that battle if I don't see it before I go out or whatever, depending on what time they start and what time the battle is. But I will be tapped into that battle, and there will be a recap on Sunday. Best believe that.
I got knocked out. I was scared to tell the public. My eye was swollen. My fucking lip was busted. My braces was stuck in my ripped and I couldn't get off it. And I'm sorry for saying I don't need Philly and I don't need. I'm sorry, K Walker. I'm sorry, Rick Dollars. I'm sorry, Tan, and I'm sorry, Hurricane. I shouldn't have choked you. I'm sorry, Papoose. I shouldn't have shook your hand when I knew I was doing some shifty shit right behind your back. And I'm fucked like I only knew Johnny Mac and Mr. Bobby for like 3 years, and I really don't know him. And they turned me out to lace my boots and weird about Dickies, and I didn't really go to Strawberry Nation. I said I was born in Germantown Hospital, but they don't deliver no babies. I'm lying. I'm fucking pathological liar. I got a disease. I'm mentally ill.
Last thing I want to talk about now, Kshine, bro, what's up with you, dog? Like, what is up with you? Now, you are giving bloggers the trailer to the battles. Oh, put the trailer out because the battles are coming. Oh, put the trailer out because the battles are coming. Where the battles at, bro? You said the battles was coming out at Thanksgiving. That's what I'm saying.
I right after I did the battle with Shotty, I seen that he was booked on the URL card, right? So I thought about it, and I kind of wanted to wait to see, what was the point. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I waited to see, are you going to hold Shotty's career back if I don't put this battle? Are y'all waiting for me to drop Shotty's battle, or, I don't know. Or maybe they just not. But I'm watching to see what Shotty's doing. I'm watching to see, because if we just release it now, right? If I just release it now, the battles, it's going to be basically off the same hype that we brought around it for the same promo that I gave, because they're not doing none of the promo for this. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
They're not doing none of the promo. So what I dropped it. We do want to see a successful views. We want to see all of that. You know what I mean? So I feel like when the time is right, that's when I release it. However, I do got something special for y'all for waiting and for fucking with me though. You feel me? I do got a battle that I will release.
Can they expect a date?
Yeah, we going Thanksgiving, man. Thanksgiving. Tune in, man.
I must gotta get another watch, man. I could have sworn Thanksgiving was past. I mean, maybe, man, let me check. I could have sworn Thanksgiving was fucking past, bro. Let me explain something to you, man. I mean, clearly you don't understand how YouTube work. You know what I'm saying? Let me explain something to you, bro. You should have been dropped these battles. You really should have, because when you gonna drop them now? You gonna drop them what, this week? Later in the week? Eazy gonna kind of fuck that up. Whenever he go live, he gonna start dominating a little bit of the algorithm, and then maybe Cassidy might respond and do an interview to Eazy's interview, a little late interview. You're gonna drop him next weekend. You got the Cassidy event. You know what I'm saying? I know you a lot of battle rap next weekend. You got Cassidy event, Trench's trial, a whole lot of shit going on next weekend, and a URL event I'm hearing that's going on in Orlando next week. When you gonna drop the battles? You gonna drop them right after the Cassidy event? TBL will probably be smart enough to drop Cassidy and Eazy in like a day or two, just like they did Hitman and Mook, so they can get all the views. That's gonna kill your release. Don't, God forbid, Twerk actually shows up and somehow they're able to do a one-off, and then you got to deal with the Twerk battle too. Bro, when do you think you can get your little 6-month-old battle in that you feel like you getting in, bro? You about to get swamped. So is you just going to wait till later in December when ain't shit going on? You really should have dropped it on Thanksgiving, because honestly, nobody dropped no Thanksgiving battles. URL didn't drop no battles. Nothing. URL could have dropped the battle. I don't think URL dropped the battle. URL dropped a battle on their channel for Thanksgiving. Let me see. URL TV. I don't think URL dropped the battle on Thanksgiving. You right, they didn't. Okay, RBE, I thought ARP might drop Charlie Clips and Kshine the Rapper, because he got that on the members channel. He did not drop that as well. So my point is, you could have had Thanksgiving to yourself, and you could have had time for bloggers to actually recap you and Shotty. So I don't know. You actually didn't really say you was going to drop you and Shotty. You said you would drop a battle, which means it could be any battle. But I don't know what's up with that, dog. You already dropping it on some Zip 'em Up channel that nobody is really subscribed to like that. it's not gonna really be in the algorithm because you're not really using it. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. Do you even own the battles? I mean, we got to start asking niggas these questions these days in light of the bullpen shit. Do niggas really own the footage? That's almost what we got to start asking when it comes to these battles, because I don't really know what's going on with why the battles is. Now I almost feel like you ain't in control of the battles, and that's why they not out. So I don't know what's going on, man, but at least keep the fans abreast on what's going on. Don't just say battles are dropping, telling bloggers to drop trailers, and then the battles don't come out. That shit just not cool. You know, in life, man, all you guys your word, man. You gotta start telling the truth. Y'all just be lying for no reason. At least lie for a real reason. A lot of y'all niggas just lie for no reason. I don't get it. Just be lying. Like, it don't even be that serious. Nigga just be lying. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it on Thanksgiving. Nigga, not only you not dropping on Thanksgiving, it ain't even gonna be Thanksgiving weekend. Like, come on, bro. You tripping. Chris, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, bias.